Hello, everyone. Great morning. So, welcome to Coaching Think Talk. So, I am Life Coach Candy Teng. I am a professional CACC life coach and a certified mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. And this is Coaching for Mindful Eating. So, this coaching conversation is for people who sees food as life, but who are being challenged by what they eat, which causes them physical, emotional, and mental stress. And my mission is to help 1 million individuals to become mentally fit, to heal and recover from their broken identity, broken name, and broken dreams so that they can courageously journey outside of their comfortable lifestyle to live a life of stewardship. So thank you for joining me live today, and please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today. Please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing for this session. And you may also, of course, give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. If you are watching this on a replay, please do comment #replay. So I am streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI-Connect. So if you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. So this is a very interesting topic, and it is dear to my heart. Ayan. So the topic is sweet tooth. Ayan. So sino po dito yung may mga sweet tooth? Sino po yung nakaka-relate of having sweet tooth? So I will be discussing ano ba yung what happens on the brain, no, on the side of the brain when you have sweet tooth. And have you ever wondered, no, bakit nga ba palagi, no, if you are stressed, if you are happy, no, or you feel anything, no, you actually want to go for sweets. You look for something that is sweet. Ngayon, if you like, if you think about sweet tooth, ang automatically kasi naiisip dyan, the people think about there is really cakes, sweet. And when you talk about sweet tooth, I'll give you a bigger picture of what sweet tooth is, and probably, no, you may want to rethink that sweet tooth is not actually only limited to literally sweets. That's when you talk about sweet tooth, this can be any type of carbs. Okay, so this is just very interesting. And of course, syempre, excited ako to be sharing this with you. Hello, Coach Dean. Magandang morning. Okay, so if you have like your favorite go-to food, no, na sweet food, especially if you're stressed, you're happy, ayan, feel free to share with me. Ano yung usually kinikrave mo na sweet, okay? So feel free to share with me. So in case you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Coach Candy Teng. I am a Master Builder Apprentice of Master Coach A, and we build tribe as we help your unstoppable dream to come true. I am a proud scholar of Master Coach A's Tribe Speak, a 6-step to 6-figure speaking career training program. I am the creator and founder of When Comfort is Not Too Comfortable coaching community. So when you talk about comfort, it is not only limited to your comfortable or your physical lifestyle, no, but this can be your mental comforts, your emotional comforts. And when you talk about mindful eating, no, this is very, very much present in terms of the comfort that we have in doing things, no. That's why we find it hard to adjust to in terms of lifestyle because we already have that mental and emotional comfort. So that's what comfort is. And you can be pained with comfort or comfortable with pain, no. So oftentimes when you have to change lifestyle, when you have to grow out, no, out of your um situation right now, meaning you need to grow. Of course, when growth comes, no, it is discomforting, it is uncomfortable. You need to face, no, the unknown. You're going to venture out there, no, towards the unknown, and oftentimes we are scared, no. That's why we stay in our comfort zone, and that's why you eventually become pained with comfort because you know you're not meant to be there. You know you can do so much more, you can be more, but you deliberately stay there because of it's your comfort, like comfort in lifestyle, like again, mental comfort, physical comfort, emotional comfort. Okay, and there are people naman na comfortable with pain, that the way they grew up, no, it's filled with pain, and it's as if they don't know, no, a life without pain. That's why they stay comfortable with pain. And ito yung ano, no, they feel that they cannot be happy and they don't have the right to be happy. So they just stay with pain. So these are the people that I really want to reach out because life offers rewards and lessons for every choices that you make, and choosing not to make a choice is also a choice. And not doing anything is also a choice. Okay? So I am a proud no scholar yes, scholar of master coaching, malamang, di ba? And coachee of master coach A. So we have been journeying for 3 years now. And we started of course, my mental fitness, my mental wellness, and I have multiple clinical diagnoses. One of it is actually eating disorder. So I had a combination of anorexia, bulimia. No, that's why we have eating. It's because people rarely see that the way you eat food, your relationship with food, is actually a part of your mental health. Yes, mental health po talaga yan siya. Kaya nga po part ng eating ng mental health disorder and eating disorder. Okay, so yep, and you don't even need to be clinically diagnosed, no, with eating disorder. Just the way you treat food, the way you see food, the way you are doing mindful eating or what, no, it actually reflects much more than you think. Akala mo kain lang yun na simple. It's actually more of the mindset. Ano ba yung mga mental models na meron ka? So that's something that's very unique. That's why we have coaching for mindful eating. It's to journey with you. And if you ask me, no, perfect na ba ako dyan? Did I master mindful eating? No. To be honest, no, I haven't, but I am in that journey. That's why I'm sharing this to you because it's real journey, no. Compared before, sobrang anorexic ako, sobrang payat, although I look like a skeleton. And that in my mind, no, that's what worth is about. That people will accept you if you look good, if you fit in the norm of the standards, no. Especially when I was in fitness, kailangan kasi like literally fit ka and everything. But I had to break through that mindset. In order to take care of my mental health, and where I am now, I am actually in terms of BMI, no, mataas yung BMI ko. But I am happier where I am now. But then again, it is not an excuse to work on my um on my physical health as well. So it is an ongoing process because it came from nga, no, eating disorder. So there are like mindset patterns that needs to be addressed on, and emotional patterns as well. So hindi lang siya as simple as like no na mag-switch ka ng diet, mag-switch ka ng lifestyle, magpalit ka ng lifestyle. Hindi. There are things that you need to consider, especially when you want to be able to switch healthily. There are things that you have to consider, and one of it is actually your mental health, and that is very, very important. Kaya, ito tayo ngayon. Okay. So, if you want to connect with me, this is my page, Life Coach Candy. This is the group, no, when comfort is not too comfortable, coaching community. So you can join the group. Tawag dito. Just fill up the membership form and you will be able to be approved. Sure, it's completely approved options. And no, this is my personal account. This is my personal account. I don't have any other account. So it looks like this, as in like yan. So anything that's not that, it's not me. And of course, I invite you to like and follow the Cup Coffee Republic. So this is the home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines, and this is where I am presently located, no, in my favorite area, the library. So I invite you to be a channel of love and hope as you bless someone with a meal from the Cup Coffee Republic, and let your personal message inspire someone today, and let us help you bring light into someone's life this season. So along with the food that you will be blessing, you will gift, you will be gifting to your friends, to your loved ones. So you can write personal message, words of encouragement, words of inspiration, love, forgiveness. Ayan. So pwede po yan. And if you want to have it note, like you want to have it calligraphy or doodle, just message us. I will be happy to do it for you. So be blessed all the more for being a blessing. And here in the Cup Coffee Republic, we are already pushing, no, healthy switch. So later on, I will be sharing with you some of the products that we have, the new products that we have that can really, really help you in your journey towards healthy switching and towards mindful eating and towards mental fitness. Okay. So before I begin, of course, I invite you to get your hashtag pack my bag moment. No, um, look for just even one thing that you can learn in this talk. Okay. So your hashtag pack my bag moments are aha moments, words, lessons, truths, powerful truths that resonated with you and that speaks to your heart. Yung pala, yun pala yun, what we call epiphany. Yan. So, yan siya. Hello, Coach Marife. Magandang morning. And then, of course, I invite you to, if you can, no, share your hashtag pack my bag moment in the comment below para 8 p.m. na 8 p.m. yung dating natin. You get to bless your fellow digital learners as well. And, of course, I invite you to share your hashtag pack my bag moment on your timeline so you get to be blessed as you get to be blessed no by this session, by this talk. You get to bless others as well. Ayan. So if you want as well no to put a context so people will know where it comes from, no, your hashtag pack my bag moment, you can put hashtag coaching think talk, hashtag mindful eating, and hashtag mentally fit till. Okay. Now let's proceed. Again, the topic for this session is sweet tooth. So when you talk about sweet tooth, syempre, kailangan muna natin ng carbohydrates. So you have to first know, ano nga ba talaga ang carbohydrates? Because this is where sugar comes from, okay? So oftentimes when you talk about sweet tooth, ang isip kasi ng tao, like literal sugar, table sugar, sweets, anything no, na literally sugar, syrup. Ayan, usually yun yung isip ng tao. But did you know that sugar or carbohydrate actually comes in several forms? And kasama doon ang sugar, which can naturally occur in many foods. So this can be in fruits, fructose, no? Fructose. Fruits, it can be in lactose, no? Lactose form. It can be table sugar as sucrose, no? Pwede din sugar cane, sugar beet, maple syrup, and so much more. So glucose and fructose are main constituents of honey. Okay? So, na-excite na naman ako. Nagbubulol-bulol na naman yung dila ko. Sabi ni Coach Tim, sweet fruit daw mahilig sa sweets. Ayan, ide-debunk natin ngayon. Now, when you talk about sweet tooth, it is not only limited to sweets. Kasi nga, di ba, the sugar actually comes from carbohydrates. Okay? So, if you look at it, actually, carbohydrates are a major macronutrient and one of your body's primary sources of energy. So, if you can see, no, some weight loss programs discourage eating carbohydrates, no, eating carbohydrates. But the key really is finding the right carbs, eating the right carbs, and not avoiding them completely because it is part of your macronutrient. So, kailangan niya ng katawan natin to be able to fuel, sabi ni Coach Maricel, you talking to me. Okay, so complex carbohydrate takes longer. So there are actually simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates, no? So the right carb really is the complex carbohydrates because it takes longer to digest and it is a more stable source of energy than simple carbohydrates. So complex carbohydrates are present in foods, actually as bread and pasta. And simple carbohydrates are in foods such as table sugar, syrups, and alam na natin, di ba, yung mga sugar, and syempre, the fried foods as well, no, part siya nun. So, complex carbohydrates, in science, no, contains longer chains of sugar molecules than simple carbohydrates. And the body converts these sugar molecules into glucose, na alam nating sugar, which our body uses, no, for energy. And complex carbohydrates since they have longer chains, they take longer to break down and they provide more lasting energy in the body than simple carbohydrates. So yung simple carbohydrates or what we know as sugar, no, are composed of easy to digest sugar. So they are made of malamang shorter chains and they since they are quick, no, to be digested, malamang dito mo nakukuha yung spikes of energy, no. Dito siya talaga nakukuha. But if you look at it, both types of carbohydrates are often really, really present in many food. And in addition to providing energy by glucose, no, this food have many other properties that are important to your health kasi may mga nutrients siya. And when you talk about carbohydrates, complex carbohydrate, usually it contains more fiber and more nutrients compared to simple carbohydrates. And depende din, of course, no, yung source mo ng simple carbohydrates because even vegetable no have simple carbohydrates but it's in a minimal amount, okay? And meron din siyang halong complex carbohydrate. So foods that actually contain simple carbohydrates aren't necessary on the type of food. And simple carbohydrates are actually the ones that produces the spike in your glucose level and providing the body with short-lasting source of energy at yung sugar rush or energy rush na sinasabi nila, no? So, this is something that you really want to look into, no? So when you talk about sugar, hindi lang talaga po siya literally sugar. It can be a form of carbohydrate as well that you are like literally addicted to na pag stress ka, yun ang hinahanap mo. A good example of that is fries, junk foods. Ayan, di ba? This food are also high in trans fat. No, I just mentioned in the last session fats 101. So it's high in trans fat. Tapos may sugar din siya kasi nagbe-breakdown siya easily. So that's something that you really want to consider and you look into. But punta tayo sa alam ng mga tao na sugar rush or sugar or sweet tooth, no? So sugar again is not really bad. Sugar is not the only food that your body will turn into glucose, okay? Foods that are quickly absorbed into the bloodstream. Yan siya, yun talaga yung inaano niya. But oftentimes, ito talaga yung alam natin when you talk about sweet tooth, okay? But did you know there is actually such a thing as sugar addiction? Bakit naman addiction, no? Paano siya? Kasi I just on the mental fitness last session, if you want to look at it, how excess carbs and sugar affects your mental health. You can go back into that talk, no, on mental fitness because I produced, I presented a brain scan, no, ng mga taong addicted to cocaine and people who have high sugar intake, no. It's almost the same yung imaging in an MRI. So that's something that's to be considered. But I really want to present with you the sugar addiction. So usually, no, the sweet tooth is actually a form of sugar addiction. So this is something that you might want to look into. So of course, di ba, everyone looks for a sweet fix, especially pag sino po dito yung if you're stressed, emotionally stressed, physically stressed, no, you go for a quick pick-me-up, sugar, usually sugar or a form of carbohydrate such as tawag dito, burger or fries, anything that's fried, ayan. So that's something that you want to look into. So ang tanong kasi is sugar really addictive? Napatanong ka na ba niya, no, if sugar is really addictive? Bakit talaga tayo may sweet tooth? Na pag alam mo yung pag nakakakita ka ng cakes, it's as if you find it really hard to resist tapos nagkakaroon ka ng cravings, especially when moments, no, na down yung sistema mo. So, ayan siya. So, if you can see the slide, no, I don't know if you can see it kasi it's small, so I'll be reading it for you. So, if you see me looking here, I'm looking at the press mat, okay? So, sugar influences actually dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter that is part of the reward loop in the brain. And when you eat sugar, you feel good, which eventually which makes you want more. Kasi nga, it allows you to feel good, especially if you're stressed, no? If you're stressed, yan talaga siya. Stress ka, automatically, you want to feel good, kukuha ka ng anything that's true. And then, as well, no, if you are happy, di ba, nadodobo yung happiness mo. But what we do now is actually there is too much health risk with sugar, no? With too much sugar, okay? So malamang obesity, we all know. Actually, this is kakasabi no, in fitness industry, this in wellness industry, it is very, very common that a person is obese naturally, yung sugar intake niya mataas. It doesn't mean that the person has diabetes, but it just means na may yung sugar levels or carbs niya usually mataas yan. And ayan, so sino po yung may mga acne, ayan, you want to be able to look into your sugar intake. It causes malamang type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, cancer. It also promotes cancer, no, and depression. That's how it really affects your body. And if you want to look at it, no, if you have like a sign of a sugar problem, so if I can share with you seven na nakalagay dito, no. So first is you crave sugar every single day. So kinikrave mo, iniisip mo siya. Next is you self-medicate with sugar to handle stress. So this is what we call emotional and stress eating, no? Third is you think about sugar all the time. Hello, Coach Gracie. Fourth is you get headache without your typical treat. So you feel nauseous, you feel mood swings, yan. Yan siya, you feel the lack of energy pag wala ka yung sugar intake na yun, no? And then you eat less than 2 cups of vegetable per day. Malamang yung ibang sources of food mo are the carbohydrates, okay? Sweets, fried foods, yan. French fries, burgers, bread, yes. Then, of course, you have thyroid or other hormone problems. So that's something that you can look into. It doesn't necessarily mean, no, that you have, but it's a sign that you want to look out for. Sabi ni Glacy, acne, ayan. So, Coach Gracie. Now, this is actually the sugar addiction loop, okay? The vicious cycle. You eat sugar, syempre, because you like it, you crave it. And malamang, di ba, like I said, si sugar kasi may addictive properties. So, another reason, no, why sugar is harmful to brain is because the effect, no, of the certain neurotransmitters causes sugar addiction, which is actually dopamine. So again, like I said, no, dopamine is the reward center, the reward loop in the brain. And actually, dopamine processes, no, and it includes the control of your mood, behavior, your learning, and memory. So just like in drug addiction and Parkinson disease, these are just some example of conditions associated with disrupted dopamine levels. So technically, if you keep on eating sugar, you are already disrupting the dopamine levels in your brain, in your body, in your system. Kasi nga, naturally, if you eat, no, if you eat in the right amount of macronutrient, tama lang yung mapoproduce ng katawan mo. But if you add it up with sugar, and lalo na if it's continuous, palagi kang gusto ng sugar, eventually it really disrupt the dopamine levels in your brain. And that's when it becomes, that's when, no, nagkakaroon ka ng high levels of sugar. And actually, sucrose, or sugar, no, activates sweet taste receptors in the mouth, na-activate niya yung sweetness na gusto mo ng sweet, no, which ultimately leads to a release of chemical called, again, dopamine in the brain. And of course, no, yung dopamine is again a neurotransmitter, meaning it's a chemical that passes messages between the nerves in your brain. And when you're exposed, no, to rewarding stimulus that the sugar gives, the brain responds by releasing dopamine, which is again the reward chemical. So that's how it actually works in the simplest way, no, to to explain it. Okay, so the rewarding effects of dopamine are largely seen in part of the brain, no, involved in pleasure and reward. And of course, reward governs our behavior, meaning we're driven to repeat the behavior which causes the dopamine to be released. So dopamine can drive us to seek food such as junk foods, sugar, sweets, french fries. Okay, guilty po ko dyan, don't worry. But yes, yun talaga siya. Especially when the emotion, the mood, the behavior is already low, no? Automatically, since alam nga ng brain that, oh, sugar gives you that dopamine release, automatically sabihin niya sa'yo, maghanap ka ng sugar, maghanap ka ng junk food, kumain ka niyan para maging masaya ka, para you get a sense of feeling of reward. So yun siya. So intense sweetness actually surpasses even cocaine in terms of internal reward that it triggers. So sugar is able to activate this reward pathways in your brain, whether it is tasted in the mouth or injected in the bloodstream. This means its effect are independent of sweet taste. Hindi porket sweet yung taste mo, naturally, yun ang sugar addiction. That's why, sinasabi ko din, you want to really look into the sugar addiction, not as literally na sweet yung taste, no, but you want to be able to look at it in a form of other carbohydrates that you really, really, really want. And parang feeling mo, no, na if you're stressed na, you have to get that. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be a form of sweet. Okay, and actually, if you look at it, sino po dito yung especially those in diet, no, yung gusto mag-lose ng weight, you find it hard to go into sugar. You find it hard to cut back in sugar. And if you are able to cut it back, no, there are times na talagang mag-aano ka, yeah, white rice, sabi ni Coach Gracie, di ba? Pag pagod ka, kumakain ka ng bundok-bundok ng white rice. So that's something that you want to look into as well, no? And would you agree with me na kinikrave siya ng katawan mo if you're trying to cut sugar in your system, if you're trying to lose weight, no? Usually it's on the losing weight. You there's a certain time frame that you can cut it, but there's a certain time frame after that na sobrang lakas ng craving ng sugar mo. And kunyari, biglang gusto mo mag-rice, gusto mo mag-junk foods, no? Gusto mo mag-sweets. And when that happens, no, usually, na-devour mo, kinakain mo na madami. And eventually, ito yung sinasabi natin, nag-fail na ang ating diet system, no? And have you ever thought what happens to your brain? That causes that? Yan, sabi ni Coach Joanna. Yes, mahirap ikat kasi po may nangyayari sa brain. Since it is a form of a sugar addiction, it has a visual cycle. There is actually called sugar withdrawal. So parang drugs, di ba, nagkakaroon ng withdrawal phase. You as well have sugar withdrawal. So this is the stage that both your mental and physical symptoms is reported na nagkakaroon ka na ng ng depression, feeling mo nalulungkot ka, feeling mo deprived ka kasi wala yung sugar, feeling mo kawawa ka, no? So, meron siyang ganon. Tapos, meron ding anxiety. It eventually produces anxiety. And actually, it produces brain fog. Okay? Yung parang feeling mo, malabi utak mo, hindi ka think straight, no? And malamang yung cravings. This is as well part of the sugar withdrawal, no? Alongside, syempre, if you are really used to high sugar intake, mafe-feel mo nag-a-adjust yung body mo when you cut down on sugar, you will feel nauseousness, dizziness, easily fatigue yung katawan mo, you feel headache. So this can be a sign of the sugar withdrawal. No? This means that giving up sugar can feel very unpleasant, both mentally and physically for you, which makes it difficult for some to stick with diet changes, to stick with lifestyle changes, no? Especially if it's the abrupt, yung sudden cut talaga ng sugar, tapos sudden switch ka na, bilang wala lahat, di ba? Kaya eventually your brain, no, goes into, nagwawala yung brain mo. Kasi nga, naka-system siya, naka-cycle siya. The brain is used to in that, no, na ganun yung sistema mo. And then you suddenly disrupt the system, you suddenly change the system. So malamang, di ba, yung brain mo magsa-survival mode siya, magwawala siya, magagalit siya. Mag-aaway kayo ng brain mo. So, sabi niya, no, yes, mindset, yes. Kaya siya very, very much mental fitness. Now, did you know that experiments have shown how profoundly sugar activates the reward pathways? And intense, again, no, like I said, the intense sweetness surpasses even cocaine. So, mas nakaka-addict actually ang sugar compared to cocaine. And reducing sugar intake has clear health benefits. We all know that, no? Especially if you reduce the calorie intake, it helps with weight loss, it improves dental health, it prevents diabetes and everything, okay? It prevents And eventually, you want to be able to know that the withdrawal, no, yung sugar withdrawal, the headaches, the fatigue, the body, the mood changes, no, are usually just temporary and among the symptoms of the withdrawal. The reason for the side effects is currently, di ba, hindi talaga siya naiintindihan. Feeling mo talaga may mali agad sa katawan mo. Hindi ba pwedeng nag-a-adjust lang yung katawan mo, di ba? Kasi nga, bigla mo siyang ida-diet, bigla mo siyang isi-switch. But of course, most likely the symptoms relate to how your brain actually reacts when exposed to sugary food, which is actually equals to reward system. Kaya feeling mo kawawa ka, di ba? Wala kang reward, kawawa ka. Kaya nada-down yung mood mo and everything. It's actually really, really more than just eating. Nasa mind talaga to. Okay, so it's obvious now that sugar can have a powerful effect on us. So that's why it's not surprising to see the negative effects when we eat less sugar or remove it from our diet completely. And during the early no sugar withdrawal stage, the both mental and physical symptoms include again madami yan, depression, anxiety, brain fog, cravings, especially the cravings, sobrang lakas ng cravings niyan, headaches, fatigues, dizziness. And like other addictive substances, sugar is able to induce binging, craving, and withdrawal anxiety. So, yan. So, talagang malaki yung effect niya sa ating health. And we often do not really consider this, no? Hindi natin siya naiisip. So, may withdrawal anxiety din. And as well, no, pag addiction yan, malamang meron ding relapse similar to those of drugs of cocaine, no? Sino po dito? I am guilty with this, no? Na I'll try to cut back on sugar, tapos makakayanan mo siya like in a week, and then eventually the withdrawal kicks in, and then you go into a relapse. Yung relapse is meaning bumalik ka doon, nag-try ka lang ng isa, tapos nawala na ulit yun. Nandoon ka na ulit sa cycle, no? Ng eating sweets, ng eating carbs, no? Ng eating junk foods. And most of the research that exists no, in sugar addiction says that again, since it is as well really related, it is closely linked to your mental health. You want to be able to change, no? You want to be able to change the lifestyle. And since it's the reward pathways in your human brain, um, it can be changed by evolution. No? It can be changed. But you have to know and you have to be educated. Ano ba kasi yung nangyayari sa brain mo? Para naiintindihan mo the next time that you go into the withdrawal phase, no? Alam mo na, withdrawal phase lang to, kaya mo siya. Okay, that's and as well, no, as sugar is removed from your diet, there is actually a rapid reduction in dopamine's effect in the brain, which would likely, of course, interfere with your normal function. In your normal function, ikaw no yung everyday function mo, especially with the function of your brain. Kaya hindi din po healthy yung basta-bastang magka-cut ka ng sugar because it 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 creates a sudden imbalance in your brain. Okay? So feeling mo talaga kawawa ka. Okay? So if you look into this sugar addiction vicious cycle, no, you eat sugar and then malamang yung blood sugar mo level spikes, no. And when that happens, nagre-release ng dopamine and nagkakaroon din ng insulin secretion, no. And then eventually, pag nag-release yan, malamang may fall yan. So your blood sugar level falls rapidly. Okay? So, nandiyan na si fat storage, nandiyan na si high insulin levels, andun na si body nag-crave agad ulit siya ng sugar. Kasi nga nawala na si dopamine. And then eventually, no, nandoon na si hunger and craving. So, this is where actually the withdrawal symptoms comes from yung hunger and cravings kasi nga nawala na bumagsak na yung dopamine level sa katawan mo. Okay? So, low blood insulin levels and then yung appetite mo. And then eventually, since nag-hunger ka, na-hungry ka, no? Nagutom ka, and nagkikrave ka ng sweet, di ba? Eventually, sabi mo, titikpan ko lang. Ayan, tumikim ka at napakain ka ng madami. Hashtag relate, hashtag guilty. And then, of course, the cycle goes on, you eat sugar. So, yun po talaga yung vicious cycle ng sugar. Mga sweet tooth, Ayan, hashtag relate, hashtag guilty. Ako po, I very much relate with this. And I'm very guilty with this. And right now, no, it's very important for you to know what happened. So, coach, ang tanong kasi dito, now we know, now that you are educated on what happens to your mind, that's why you experience such things as withdrawal, no? Withdrawal from sugar, that's why grabe yung cravings mo, grabe yung hunger mo when it comes to sugar or with other forms of carbohydrates, no? So, ano pa pwedeng gawin? So, again, as with any dietary changes, no, sticking to it is key. Changing lifestyle is key. So, if you want to reduce sugar from your diet long term, no, and make it a lifestyle, so you being able to get through the first few difficult weeks is very crucial kasi nandoon nga yung withdrawal symptoms. And for others, no, it can even last for a month. It depends, no, kung gaano ka talaga kasanay na may sweet tooth ka. Like in my case, simula talaga bata ako, meron na ako neto. It has been with me, no. So malamang, no, in terms of it, mas matagal yung cycle niya. But then again, it depends per person, okay? So it's important to also acknowledge that sugar isn't actually bad per se, but that it should be eaten in moderation alongside a healthy diet and exercise. Hindi naman po talaga sobrang sama ang sugar. You just have to know when the limit of it and ano ba yung moderation sa'yo. Kasi oftentimes, sugar addiction comes to play na pag nasosobrahan na. So what can you do? Of course, these steps to beat sugar addiction. You eat nutrient first, okay? Guilty ako dito. I have this thinking that dati, no, just in order for me to fulfill that sugar, that sweet tooth, no, there is a meal where I don't eat anything. I just eat the dessert. Okay, so very guilty ako dito. So what you can do is you want to be able to eat your nutrient first. Kaya nga si sugar, nasa dessert, nasa last siya, okay? So for a week before you plan to quit sugar, you want to be able to eat lots of gut healing foods. So probiotic po to. Poto like kimchi, collagen, bone broth, salmon, and vegetable. Foods that is high on probiotics because again, there is the gut and brain health, which if you want to know, you want to be able to look into coaching for mental fitness. Nandun yung series na yun. Then second is you want to incorporate dopamine boosting activities into your routine. So dopamine can not only be found in sugar, but it can be found in exercises, in a high protein breakfast, no, in probiotic supplements. When you exercise, you take 10 to 20 minutes daily, na walk, no, or you can just do any form of exercise. You want to be able, so yung getting 8 hours of sleep each night is not applicable to many, no. For some, you can just get a certain quality of sleep. You want to be able to listen to music, no, that uplifts your mood. You want to be able to get natural sunlight, and of course, lastly, you want to be able to quit cold turkey. So 3 to 6 weeks is needed to break the daily reliance on sugar. But here's the thing, for people who find it really hard, you don't have to actually quit agad the sugar. What you can do is go for a healthy switch. Kaya nga ako, like a personally, I promote Healthy Switch and Teacup Coffee Republic, no, in partnership with Teacup Coffee Republic. We promote Healthy Switch. So what you can do is actually substitute your sugar with sweet that has no sugar. Okay? Yung makukuha ng palate mo, yung taste ng sweetness, but it doesn't have sugar. So example of that are sugar substitute, no, sugar replacement. And one of the thing here that I really want is this. Citadel Slims. So this is a sugar replacement syrup. So wala po itong sugar. It has zero sugar. It has zero calories. It has zero carbs. And it is keto-friendly. Ayan. And it comes with many flavors. So this one, yung hawak ko ngayon, it's vanilla, but we have brown sugar, we have hazelnut, and we have caramel. So especially for those no na sanay mag milk tea, I personally am not one who really drinks into milk tea, but marami pong may milk tea dito, you want to go for the brown sugar because it tastes like milk tea. And if you know the Tiger Brown Sugar, kalasa niya si Tiger Brown Sugar, except it has no sugar, it has no carbs. Okay, so this is a plant-based. plant-based po siya. So it is healthy for you. So this is one of the way that you can do healthy switch para hindi nabibigla yung brain mo, of course, no? And of course, if you want to put it, syempre meron din tayong insulin wine. Tada! I use this, okay? That's why I'm sharing this with you because I use this. Insulin wine helps regulate the glucose level in your blood, no? So eventually, nalalenta niya yung period na you crave for sugar as well, na kaya niyang i-normalize. So, lalo na pag mataas yung blood sugar mo, yung glucose mo, no, especially if there's type 2 diabetes, insulin helps kasi pag type 2 diabetes or diabetes, no, hindi na nakaka-release na insulin yung katawan. That's why you need to take, yung other, no, they have insulin na supplement. For this naman, insulin wine, you can take it as well. You can take it like ako, I take it as supplement. I drink it 50 ml morning, no, before breakfast and evening before going to bed. So these are the things, no, that you can do, that you can incorporate in your diet as to not in order for you to have a healthy switch, a good transition na hindi mafe-feel ng brain mo deprived siya and that allows you to go through the withdrawal symptoms, no, of sugar more easier, actually easier, yeah, easier. It allows you to go through that process easier eventually. So yun siya. So that's something that you really want to look into. So if you want to know more about this, feel free to message me or feel free to message Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661. So before I end, again, sugar is a drug and it messes with your brain. So you really want to be able to look at this. And bakit siya ganyan, no? It's because it causes many health risks that eventually, no, causes, alam mo na. So yun po siya. And of course, if you're someone who wants to journey into really taking care of your health, no, it's really a holistic approach. I offer this health and vitality breakthrough. So finally I have launched this. Okay, so if you look at it, this is this is a coaching package where you get for 6 months, no, we get to discover the 6 pillars of health and vitality. Ano ba talaga yung 6 pillars that you can work on? That's why it's a 6 month journey, no. Now in each pillar we work on it each month and eventually we build up towards the next pillars. Okay, so you get to dive deeper into why you might not be feeling your best and uncover strategies for boosting your holistic health and wellness through the 6 pillars of vitality and mental fitness. Like I said, no, like I always say, the way you eat, no, it all has a relation to your mental fitness. So this is not the simple na fitness or the diet plan and everything. No, it is not. This looks into your physical energy, your mental energy, your spiritual energy, and your emotional energy. And plus, no, the 6 pillars of vitality. Ano ba talaga meaning ng vitality? You will be able to discover it through this program, and I will be journeying with you. Again, I am as well a fitness, no, I'm a fitness coach. I'm a fitness instructor as well. I have that background. So in terms of exercise as well, kasama po yan dito sa ating program. So it is a very holistic approach, but it first gives priority to your mental fitness above all else because we have to look into your mindset in order for us to be able to develop, the right lifestyle changes, the right changes that you want in your life. So if you want to know more about this, I encourage you to connect with me. So those are my details. You can connect with me with simple, no, yung through my phone, 0917-894-0400. Ayan. So as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. So B-Learning e-card, no? So if you are not yet a smart holder of B-Learning e-card, know that you are still missing all the perks that we enjoy. And today is the best time for you to take action. So connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to join the B-Learning Society, which is the 10th maker of B-Learning Homes for mental fitness, where you get to enjoy 5% food and beverage discount from Beat of Coffee Republic, and you get a full access pass to the Mental Model Masterclass of Master Coach A, which happens every fourth Saturday of the month. Plus, of course, what's beautiful here is, along with that, you get a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. And of course, you want to be able to save the date on October 30, which is on a Saturday at 7 p.m. for our next Mental Model Masterclass, as Master Coach A will teach about thought leader mental model mastery. So you get to learn the thought leadership mental model and discover how to become a 21st century knowledge entrepreneur. So for more information and registration assistance, connect with Coach Giselle to 0917-586-1661. And now for individuals, of course, who intend to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach like us, and who wants to join our community, our tribe, our profession, a very, very fulfilling profession, Master Coach A now offers, no, of course, to actively co-create life coach certification program. This is already a CPD accredited course with 40 credit units. So if you're asking, no, ano ba yung CPD? So CPD is all about learning new things or refreshing your knowledge by doing new things. And this what makes, of course, CACC Life Coach Certification Program the perfect track for your, ito po siya, continuing professional development. That's what CPD is about. So life coaching is a 21st century learning experience that is empowering professionals to enhance their skills wide no in wide array and multiple domains, and thereby no they increase their relevance in an increasingly complex workplace. So the CACC course includes a 21-day web-based learning, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. And a program package also comes with many other bonuses. So connect with Coach Giselle through 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities awaiting for you in this very, very, very fulfilling profession, which is the second fastest growing profession in the world today. So do join us for another coaching session later with Coach Cherry for coaching for lip formation at 2 p.m. and Coach Zell for coaching for purposeful living at 4 p.m. So once again, this is Coach Candee Teng from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Team Talk, because coaches like us think and talk like this, and this is us in the Philippines. Lava boom, lava boom, lava boom. Bye-bye!